ภิกขเวอุโภอันเตอนุปคัมมมาชิเมภิกขเวอุโภอันเตอนุปคัมมมาชิเมภิกขเวอุโภอันเตอนุปคัมมมาชิเมภิกขเวอุโภอันเตอนุปคัมมมาชิเมภิกขเวสังวัตติอายเมวะอายนิหังคิโกมาโคสัยยติทังสัมมาทิฏฐิสัมมาสังกัปโปสัมมาวาจาสัมมากัมมันโตสัมมาอาชีวสัมมาวายาโมสัมมาสติสัมมาสมาธิอายังโคสาภิกขเวมาชิมาปฏิปทาตถาคเตนะอภิสัมพุทธาจักขุกรณีญาณกรณีอุปสมายาอภิญญายสัมโพธายนิพพานายสังวัตติอิทังโคปนภิกขเวทุกขังอริยสัจจังชาติปิทุกขาชราปิทุกขามรณะปิทุกขังโสกปริเทวทุกขโทมนัสสุปายาสาปิทุกขาอาปิเยหิสัมปโยโคทุกโขปิเยหิวิปโยโคทุกโขยัมปิชังนลปฏิตัมปิทุกขังสังขิเตนะปัญจุปาทานาขันธาทุกขาอิทังโคปนภิกขเวทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังยายังตัณหาโปโนภวิกานันทิราคะสหคตาตาตระตาตราพินันทินิสัยยติทังกามตัณหาภวตัณหาวิภวตัณหาอิทังโคปนภิกขเวทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังโยตัสสะเยวตัณหายาเสสวิราคนิโรโธจาโคปฏินิสสะโคโมติอนาลโยอิทังโคปนภิกขเวทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังอายเมวะอริโยอัตถังคิโกมาโคสัยยติทังสัมมาทิฏฐิสัมมาสังกัปโปสัมมาวาจาสัมมากัมมันโตสัมมาอาชีวสัมมาวายาโมสัมมาสติสัมมาสมาธิอิทังทุกขังอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโขปนิทังทุกขังอริยสัจจังปริญญายันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตั ทังโคปนิทังทุกขังอริยสัจจังปริญญาตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิอิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังปหาตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังปหินันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิอิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังสัจฉิกาตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังสัจฉิกตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิอิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังภาเวตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังภาวิตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิยาวกีวันจะเมภิกขเวอิเมสุจตุสุอริยสัจเจสุเอวันติปริวัตตังทวาทสา การังยถาภูตังญาณทัสสนังนสุวิสุทธังอโหสิเนวตาวาหังภิกขเวสเทวเกโลเกสมาระเกสพรหมเกสสมณพรหมนิยาปัจจายสเทวมนุสายอนุตตรังสัมมาสัมโพธิงอภิสัมพุทโธปัจจัญญาสิงยโตจะโคเมภิกขเวอิเมสุจตุสุอริยสัจเจสุเอวันติปริวัตตังทวาทสาการังยถาภูตังญาณทัสสนังสุวิสุทธังอโหสิอัฏฐาหังภิกขเวสเทวเกโลเกสมาระเกสพรหมเกสสมณพราหมณิยาปัจจายสเทวมนุสายอนุตตรังสัมมาสัมโพธิงอภิสัมพุทโธปัจจัญญาสิงญาณัญจปนเมทัสสนังอุทปปาทิอกุปปาเมวิมุตติอายมันติมาชาตินาติธานิปุณาภโวติอิธรรมโวจะภควาอัตตมนาปัญจวัคคียาภิกขุภควโตภาสิตังอภินันทุงอิมาสมิงจะปนวัยยาการณาสมิงพันยมาเนอายาสมโตโกนทัญญาสวิรชังวิตมลังธรรมจากขุงอุทปาทิยังกินจิสมุทัยธรรมังสัพพันตังนิโรธธรรมันติปวัตติเตจะภควตาธรรมจากเกภูมิมาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงเอตัมภควตาภาราณสิยังอิสิปตเนมิคทาเยอนุตตรังธรรมจากกังปวัตติตังอาปฏิวัตติยังสมเนนวาพรหมเนนวาเทเวนวามาเรนวาพรหมุนาวาเกณจิวาโลกัสมินติ
ภูมานัง
เอวานังสัทธังสุตวาจาตุมหาราชิกาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงจาตุมหาราชิกานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาตาวติงสาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงตาวติงสานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวายามาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงยามานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาตุสิตาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงตุสิตานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวานิมมานรติเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงนิมมานรตินังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาปรนิมมิตวสวัตติเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงปรนิมมิตวสวัตตินังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาพรหมกายิกาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงเอตัมภควตาภาราณสิยังอิสิปตเนมิคทาเยอนุตตรังธรรมจากกังปวัตติตังอาปฏิวัตติยังสมเนนวาพรหมเนนวาเทเวนวามาเรนวาพรหมุนาวา วาโลกัสมินติ
อิติหะเตนะคะเน
นะเตนะโมโหเตนะยาวะพรหมโลกาสัตโตอาภูคาจิอายัญจัตสสหัสสีโลกธาตุสังกัมปิสัมปะกัมปิสัมปะเวทิอาปมาโนจะโอลาโลโอภาโสโลเกปาตุระโหสิอติกัมเมวะเทวานังเทวานุภาวังอัตถโคภควาอุทานังอุทานเนสิอัญญาสิวัตโพโกนทันโยอัญญาสิวัตโพโกนทันโยติอิติหิทังอายสมโตโกนทันยาสอัญญาโกนทันโยตเววนามังอาโหสิติ
เอวเมสุตัง
เอกังสมยังภควาภารณสิยังวิหารติอิสิปตเนมิคทาเยตาตระโคภควาปัญจวัคคีเยภิกขุอามันเตสิทเวเมภิกขเวอันตาปาปชิเตนะนะเสวิตาภายโยจายังกาเมสุกามสุขันลิกานุโยโคหิโนคัมโมโปตุชนิโกอนาริโยอนาถสันหิโตโยจายังอัตตกิลมัฏฐานุโยโคทุกโขอนาริโยอนาถสันหิโตเอเตเตภิกขเวอุโปอันเตอนุปคัมมมาชิมาปฏิปทาตถาคเตนะอภิสัมพุทธาจักขุกรณียานกรณีอุปสมายะอภิญญายสัมพุทธายนิพพานายสังวัตติกตมาจะสาภิกขเวมาชิมาปฏิปทาตถาคเตนะอภิสัมพุทธาจักขุกรณียานกรณีอุปสมายะอภิญญายสัมพุทธายนิพพานายสังวัตติอายเมวะอริโยอัตถังคิโกมาโคสัยยทิทังสัมมาทิฏฐิสัมมาสังกัปโปสัมมาวาจาสัมมากัมมันโตสัมมาอาชีโวสัมมาวายาโมสัมมาสติสัมมาสมาธิอายังโคสาภิกขเวมาชิมาปฏิปทาตถาคเตนะอภิสัมพุทธาจักขุกรณียานกรณีอุปสมายะอภิญญายสัมพุทธายนิพพานายสังวัตติอิทังโคปนะภิกขเวทุกขังอริยสัจจังชาติปิทุกขาชราปิทุกขามรณะปิทุกขังโสกปริเทวทุกขโทมนัสสุปายาสาปิทุกขาอาปิเยหิสัมปโยโคทุกโขปิเยหิวิปโยโคทุกโขยัมปิชังนลภ ติตัมปิทุกขังสังขิเตนะปัญจุปาทานาขันธาทุกขาอิทังโคปนะภิกขเวทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังญายังตัณหาโปโนภวิกานันทิราคะสหคตาตาตระตาตราพินันทินิสัยยติทังกามตัณหาภวตัณหาวิภวตัณหาอิทังโคปนะภิกขเวทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังโยตัสสะเยวตัณหายะเสสวิราคนิโรโธจาโคปฏินิสสะโคโมติอนาลโยอิทังโคปนะภิกขเวทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังอายเมวะอริโยอัตถังคิโกมาโคสัยยทิทังสัมมาทิฏฐิสัมมาสังกัปโปสัมมาวาจาสัมมากัมมันโตสัมมาอาชีโวสัมมาวายาโมสัมมาสติสัมมาสมาธิ
อิทังทุกขัง
อริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขังอริยสัจจังปริญญายันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขังอริยสัจจังปริญญาตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิอิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังปหาตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังปหินันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิอิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปา ทิปัญญาอุทธัปปาทิวิชชาอุทธัปปาทิอาโลโกอุทธัปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังสัจฉิกาตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธัปปาทิญาณังอุทธัปปาทิปัญญาอุทธัปปาทิวิชชาอุทธัปปาทิอาโลโกอุทธัปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังสัจฉิกตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธัปปาทิญาณังอุทธัปปาทิปัญญาอุทธัปปาทิวิชชาอุทธัปปาทิอาโลโกอุทธัปปาทิอิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธัปปาทิญาณังอุทธัปปาทิปัญญาอุทธัปปาทิวิชชาอุทธัปปาทิอาโลโกอุทธัปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังภาเวตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธัปปาทิญาณังอุทธัปปาทิปัญญาอุทธัปปาทิวิชชาอุทธัปปาทิอาโลโกอุทธัปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังภาวิตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธัปปาทิญาณังอุทธัปปาทิปัญญาอุทธัปปาทิวิชชาอุทธัปปาทิอาโลโกอุทธัปปาทิยาวกีวันจะเมภิกขเวอิเมสุจตุสุอริยสัจเจสุเอวันติปริวัตตังทวาทสาการังยถาภูตังญาณทัสสนังนสุวิสุทธังอโหสิเนวตาวาหังภิกขเวสเทวเกโลเกสมาระเกสพรหมเกสสมณพรหมนิยาปชายสเทวมนุสายอนุตตรังสัมมาสัมโพธิงอภิสัมพุทโธปัจจัญญาสิงยโตจะโคเมภิกขเวอิเมสุจตุสุอริยสัจเจสุเอวันติปริวัตตังทวาทสาการังยถาภูตังญาณทัสสนังสุวิสุทธังอโหสิอัฏฐาหังภิกขเวสเทวเกโลเกสมาระเกสพรหมเกสสมณพราหมณิยาปชายสเทวมนุสายอนุตตรังสัมมาสัมโพธิงอภิสัมพุทโธปัจจัญญาสิงญาณัญจปนเมทัสสนังอุทธัปปาทิอกุปปาเมวิมุตติอายมันติมาชาตินาติธานิปุณาภโวติอิธรรมโวจะภควาอัตตมนาปัญจวัคคียาภิกขุภควโตภาสิตังอภินันทุงอิมาสมิงจะปนวัยยากรณาสมิงพันยมาเนอายาสมโตโกนทัญญาสวิรชังวิตมลังธรรมจากขุงอุทธัปปาทิยังกินจิสมุทัยธรรมังสัพพันตังนิโรธธรรมันติปวัตติเตจะภควตาธรรมจากเกภูมิมาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงเอตัมภควตาภา ราณสิยังอิสิปตเนมิคทาเยอนุตตรังธรรมจักกังปวัตติตังอาปฏิวัติยังสมเนนวาพรหมเนนวาเทเวนวามาเรนวาพรหมุนาวาเกณจิวาโลกัสมินติ
ภูมานัง
เอวานังสัทธังสุตวาจาตุมหาราชิกาเทวาสัตตมโนสาเวสุงจาตุมหาราชิกานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาตาวติงสาเทวาสัตตมโนสาเวสุงตาวติงสานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวายามาเทวาสัตตมโนสาเวสุงยามานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาตุสิตาเทวาสัตตมโนสาเวสุงตุสิตานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวานิมมานรติเทวาสัตตมโนสาเวสุงนิมมานรตินังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาปรนิมมิตวสวัตติเทวาสัตตมโนสาเวสุงปรนิมมิตวสวัตตินังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาพรหมกายิกาเทวาสัตตมโนสาเวสุงเอตัมภควตาภาราณสิยังอิสิปตเนมิคทาเยอนุตตรังธรรมจักกังปวัตติตังอาปฏิวัติยังสมเนนวาพรหมเนนวาเทเวนวามาเรนวาพรหมุนาวาเกณจิวาโลกัสมินติ
อิติหเตนะคะเน
นะเตนะโมโหเตนะยาวะพรหมโลกาสัตโตอาภูคาจิอายัญจัตสสหัสสีโลกธาตุสังกัมปิสัมปะกัมปิสัมปะเวทิอาปมาโนจะโอลาโลโอภาโสโลเกปาตุระโหสิอติกัมเมวะเทวานังเทวานุภาวังอัตโคภควาอุทานังอุทานเนสิอัญญาสิวัตโพโกนทันโยอัญญาสิวัตโพโกนทันโยติอิติหิทังอายสมโตโกนทันยาสอัญญาโกนทันโยตเววนามังอาโหสิติ
ดวงจันทร์ในคืนวันเพ็ญโคจรไปในอากาศสว่างความหมู่ดวงดาวด้วยกำลังแห่งรัศมีเชกดังพระชินสีห์เมื่อทรงอุบัติในโลกรุ่งโรจน์กว่าสัตว์ทั้งมวล
วิสาขบูชาเป็นวันประสูติตรัสรู้ป
นั้นเป็นผู้เลิศประเสริฐที่สุดในโลกนี่คือชาติสุดท้ายภพใหม่ของเราไม่มี
วิสาขบูชาเป็นวันประสูติตรัสรู้ปรินิพพานวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันตรัสรู้เห็นวันวิสาขบูชาตั้งจิตอธิษฐานตราบใดยังไม่บรรลุธรรมพระสัพพัญญุตญาณแม้เลือดและเนื้อในกายเหือดแห้งหายไปจะไม่ลุกจากบัลลังก์
มัชฌิมาปฏิปทาท่านทำใจหยุดนิ่งดำดิ่งสู่กลางของกลางได้ตรัสรู้ธรรมเป็นพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้า
วิสาขบูชาเป็นวันประสูติตรัสรู้ปรินิพพานวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันปรินิพพานดวงจันทร์นำความสว่างเจิดจ้าในท้องนภาองค์พระศาสดาส่องธรรมสว่างกลางใจก่อนจะปรินิพพานท่านทรงประทานปัจฉิมโอภาส
สังขารของเราไม่เที่ยงเสื่อมสิ้นเป็นธรรมดาพวกเธออย่าได้ประมาทรีบหาที่พึ่งแก่ตน
วิสาขบูชาเป็นวันประสูติตรัสรู้ปรินิพพานวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันประสูติตรัสรู้ปรินิพพานวิสาขบูชาเป็นวันพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้า
Paying respect to the most honorable and
ขอ
venerable
กราบอนุโมทนาท่านพระเถรานุเถระและดิฉันชื่อชอนนี่ก็ขอต้อนรับเข้าสู่เวสักฟอรัมวันนี้เป็นวันเสวนาวันวิสาขบูชาโลกในวันนี้หัวข้อว่าเราจะทำอะไรในวันวิสาขบูชาในวันปี 2022 วันที่ 20 เดือนพฤษภาคมตอนนี้ตอนทุ่มหนึ่งเราจะจัดรายการไปจนถึง 3 ทุ่มในคืนวันนี้เรามี WAB ใน20 ประเทศจากอินเดียศรีลังกาเนปาลและบังกลาเทศเมียนมาประเทศไทยกัมพูชาลาวเวียดนามอินโดนีเซียจีนไต้หวันมาเลเซียฮ่องกงสิงคโปร์มองโกเลียและออสเตรเลียและผู้ที่จะเข้ามาเป็นผู้เสวนาในวันนี้ก็จะมีผู้นำพุทธจาก
So for
หลายประเท
today,
ศด้วยกัน
I would like to welcome our
วันนี้ก็ขอต้อนรับ
for the welcome address. I would like to
ผู้เสวนาท่านแรก Venerable Dr. พรชัย
the President of the World Alliance Buddhists
ผู้เป็นประธาน WAB
Please welcome Venerable
ขอกราบอนุโมทนากราบอาราธนา
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ Most venerable sirs, distinguished guests,
ครับ
brothers and sisters in
นมัสการพระเถรานุเถระและเพื่อนสหธรรมิกทุกท่านวันนี้เป็นวันที่ดีวันนี้ก็มีความยินดีที่จะต้อน
The Global Wissack Forum. The Wissack Day in each country may be different up to the counting in Thailand on the full moon day of the 6th lunar month, but sometime in Taiwan on the second Sunday of May. Some country next month, such as Mongolia, they say that they will have the Vesak Day on 14 June. But some country organized already from Japan, from Korea. So Vesak Day we can celebrate about 2 months. I think it's good that we can celebrate the Buddha Day, many days of the Buddha Day in each country. But if we have the same time like other religion, such as Christmas Day, the birthday of the Master Jesus. So if the Buddha Day we can practice or meditation on the same day, we can create the mass of purification that can eliminate the bad thing in the world, such as COVID-19 or the conflict of the war. We believe that. So today, the Global Vesak Day maybe is not big forum, but is the platform for international Buddhists to sharing the wisdom, sharing the good deed together. And our topic for the forum this year is what should we do for Vesak Day, for monks, for lay people. So I think everyone waiting for the wisdom from the senior monks, many masters today, such as Venerable Mukunawara Anuruddha from Sri Lanka, Venerable Suthammo, the President of Buddhist Federation of Australia, Venerable Dahui, the President of Chinese Young Buddhist Association from Taiwan, Venerable Bhikkhuni Mingyu Fa Sư, Deputy President of Alliance of Buddhists from Taiwan, and Venerable Tik Tuk Tien Tam from Vietnam. He will come about 8 p.m. Dr. M.K. Utani, Dr. Aung Si Iu, Pra Mahasurat Akharatano, who take care the AEC or the Buddhist country in ASEAN. And everyone now maybe will enjoy continuously because our program is 2 hours. Some speaker may be join later. I would like to welcome everyone and make yourself relax and happiness. Don't be serious anything because the Buddha Day, the Buddha want us to be happy and relax, so we can come to the peaceful mind, the inner peace very easy. So on this auspicious occasion, I would like to welcome everyone to Global Vesak Forum for this year. Welcome everyone. Bante, Bhikkhu, Bhikkhuni, and everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Venerable Panchai, for the welcome speech for our today's Global Vesak Forum. And for our next speaker, I would like to welcome Most Venerable Suthammo, Pra Sutama Yana Ludesa V. Venerable Sutamo is the president of the Buddhist Federation of Australia and the vice president of the Union of Thai Sanghas in Oceania. His video will be in Thai. However, there is an English interpretation offered and available if you're able to click the interpretation option in English. Now, I would like to welcome Most Venerable Sutamo.
Good evening, venerables, nuns, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. How Buddhists should do it properly in Vesak Day. As we all know, what Vesak really is about the life of the Lord Buddha. In fact, he was a real living human being in our civilization. Historical speaking, there are three events involved: his birth, enlightenment, and parinibbana, which surprisingly occurred in the same day but different year. What are some things that we can do in Vesak commemoration? Yoga tradition in South and Southeast Asian countries. Meditation masters has been pointing out since the early time that the middle path is the password or Majjhima Patipata, as we all know in the Pali Canon, like the first sermon. For some reason, 500 years after the passing of the Buddha, we do lack of the accurate and clear step-by-step approach of how to get it done correctly and properly. Practical speaking, we surely do have a decent map of Majjhima Patipata in the Pali Canon. However, the word asana itself has become the symbol of manifesto, which have meaning logically, cognitively, and beyond. For instance, it means science, institution, insights, and so forth. All of these meanings have a certain level of understanding, which resulted in the certain four Arya Pukkalas, the four noble disciple degrees, in terms of ability to get rid of defilement at the different certain capacities. All of these do need time and effort with the passion from the teaching of the Buddha. We should try our best in this lifetime to improve our journey within. This is the middle way to end suffering from our mind and our life. I would like to share the life of our great master from Thailand. One of the great master named พระมงคลเทพมุนี Sut Chandasaro had devoted his life pursuing practice and confirmed that the middle path within should perfectly matching with the center of the body, Nabi. Nabi center, where we was growing up for 9 months in the womb of mother. Mother love is unconditional love with safe and sound for a baby, where the center interpreted as a gut feeling in Western perspective. In another interpretation that neuroscience found out and put it in the term the second brain, keeping our mind at the center of the body as long as you can during the time of Vesak is our mindful practice. Do not put it too much effort, but doing it with the feeling of happiness, joy, and delight. Sometimes you may forget doing it. Just be fine once you recall this practice, gently bringing back your awareness through the breath and resuming praise mind at the center of body again and again. As often as we keep doing this practice, our inner world, our mind will surely get access to inner peace from within in doing so. Furthermore, we do not practice this by ourselves, but also introduce this mindful practice to people around us. Nonetheless, once we practice this in the early morning or evening, or even your own routine schedule, at the last minute of each practice, we can share our inner peace to the world. A living creature and wishing them happy, healthy, and successful every day. By doing so, we get more good karma by sharing good intention to all. As the Mahachattarisaka Sutra concluded, on the first 7th of the Eightfold Noble Paths are the great support for Samma Samadhi. This is the evidence that Samma Samadhi can develop our mind on the foundation of the teaching of the Buddha. For instance, avoiding on sinful thoughts, speech, and action, performing benevolent, wholesome thoughts, speech, and action, and finally purifying the mind by practicing some form of meditation. I do highly recommend that everyone should practice meditation every day by making Wissack for the confidence in our daily practice. Therefore, we can proud that the living Buddha still with us at all time. Only the historical Buddha passed away. May the Buddha wishing you all the best in your own Dhamma practice, wish healthy and happy from within like the Buddha. Nam Mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Om Mani Padme Hum. Amitabha and Namo Buddhaya. Thank you.
Sadhu. And that was our most venerable, Venerable Sutamo, the president of the Buddhist Federation of Australia and the vice president of the Union of Thai Sanghas in Oceania. Venerable Sutamo gave interesting and concise points about how we should apply the Buddha's teachings today for ourselves in order to be able to follow in his footsteps, in order to be free from suffering, to practice and engage in the footsteps of the Lord Buddha, how we should train oneself in order to be able to purify ourselves in all of body, speech, and mind. So we would like to Anumodana and Satu with Venerable Sutamo in his speech. Next will be Venerable Mugunuwala Anuradha Thera, Secretary General of the World Buddhist Sangha Council of the WBSY. Please welcome Venerable.
We are very happy to be sharing our idea for this Zoom meeting hosted by WAB, World Alliance of Buddhists. Especially, I thank you and Anumodana Dr. Ponchai, Venerable Dr. Ponchai. He organized this event. This is the time for every Buddhist get unity. During this Vesak, we need to establish especially Buddhist unity around the world. Buddhism have a lot of changing and lot of problem at the moment. We face to a lot of trouble to the Buddhist society. Especially this is we celebrate, we commemorate our good Lord Buddha born, enlightenment and Parinibban. We celebrate this Vesak. We sincerely, we need to share Dhamma, practice and propagation together. We have a different school, different tradition. We take care of our own identity, but we need to, especially this Vesak time, think about unity and harmony. Otherwise, Buddhism cannot go very well. I would like to really appreciate all your contribute, whatever Mahayana, Vajrayana, Tantrayana. We need to share our idea. Not only good idea, we need to sharing happiness and suffering. Buddha teach us everyone equal. We need to follow the Dhamma. We need to practice Dhamma and share the Dhamma, and we need to always together propagate the Buddha. And I really again appreciate Venerable Dr. Ponchai and WAB team member who organized this Zoom meeting. We wish all of you to happy Vesak and be more stronger unity and work together, propagate Buddha Dhamma and practice and following Dhamma. Ayuvattako, Dhanavattako, Sukhavat. Thank you very much.
Sadhu, and that was Venerable Mukunuwala Anuruttara Thera, Secretary General of the World Buddhist Sangha Council of WBSY. Venerable was able to highlight that despite coming from different traditions of Buddhism, we are all able to come together to honor the Lord Buddha by coming together on the occasion of Vesak Day and keeping alive the traditions that one has, and also in union with the other traditions and Buddhist community as a whole. So that is very in vein with the World Global Vesak Forums that we are having today, joining with 20 other countries. And as for our next speaker will be Venerable Tamaki Apiku of the Secretary General of the International Buddhist Confederation of IBC. Please welcome Venerable.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Greetings and best wishes. From Bodh Gaya, the land of Great Awakening. I just came to Bodh Gaya half an hour ago, and you can see, well, probably you can hear some background music being played. Tomorrow there will be inauguration of one grand Dhamma hall at the South Korean temple, Bodh Gaya. It's very important to be part of this global Vesak forum, the discussion that is taking place now on the topic, what should we do for Vesak Day? We have heard, listened to Venerables on this topic. What we should do for Vesak Day as a Buddhist is one point. But what we should do every day as a human being, a rational human being, a compassionate human being, a human being who loves his or her Mother Earth, the planet, and all that is given in the earth, it is another thing. We are celebrating Vesak Day or Vesak Purnima or the Buddha Day spread over more than 2 months in different traditions, in different countries. This is unique of Buddhism. For the followers of Buddha Dhamma, we don't fight over only on a particular day or the date when enlightened Buddha achieve enlightenment or attain enlightenment, or when Siddhartha Gautama was born, or when Tathagata Gautama the Buddha passed away. The date may vary depending upon different traditions who follow either lunar calendar or solar calendar. But we all agree that Siddhartha Gautama was born in Lumbini, Nepal. Siddhartha Gautama attained the great awakening or enlightenment in Bodh Gaya, India. The Sakyamuni Buddha passed away at Kushinagar in UP, India. The fact is understood and agreed by all. So, how we celebrate these 3 important days in the life of the Buddha by the followers of the Buddha is the point here. As we know, why do we need the teachings of the Buddha? If we just go through the word, the phrase, Buddho loke samuppanam hitaya sabbhapanina Dhammo loke samuppanam sukhaya sabbhapanina. The Buddha arises, the Buddha is born, hitaya sabbhapanina, for the welfare and benefit of all living beings. So as the followers of the Buddha, practitioners of the teachings of the Buddha, we have to follow this, what is meant by hitaya sabbhapanina. Whatever we do, either on the Vesak day or on some other day, we'll be doing it for the welfare and benefit of all living beings, irrespective of caste, creed, nationalism, or region, whatever we'll be doing for the welfare and benefit of all. Then second part is Dhammo loke samuppanna sukhaya sabbhapani. The Dhamma, the teachings of the Buddha, is meant for the happiness of all living beings. Sukhaya sabbhapani. It is not only for human beings, not only for those who practice Buddhism or Buddha Dhamma. Dhamma is for the happiness of all living beings. So, we as Buddhists need to practice ourselves to Dhamma, the teachings, for our own happiness and for the happiness of all living beings. And also encourage, inspire others who call themselves as non-Buddhists. It doesn't matter, but everybody wants peace, happiness, benefit, welfare. So we all can work towards this goal of achieving peace, personal happiness, and social peace, social happiness, global peace, global happiness, and welfare and benefit of all sentient beings. How to do that? That is following the paradigm of Four Noble Truths, the pollutants, which are the causes of all the ups and downs in the world, which are the responsible conditions for creating imbalance in different spheres of life, just to purify and remove those pollutants from the minds of human beings, from the environment, from the society, then we can achieve the goal for Buddha Dhamma, the day we celebrate. At the end, I take this opportunity to appreciate and express my gratitude to Venerable Dr. Ponchai P.R. Pong, the President of World Alliance of Buddhists, and all other organizers, including Mithila Chaudhary and all others, for bringing the Buddhists across the globe together on this platform to ponder upon and share their thoughts and ideas to work together in harmony for peace and happiness of all living beings. This is really very good. Keep it up. We are there. We should be there for the teachings of the Buddha, for Buddha Sasana, for the world to coexist in peace and harmony. Thank you so much.
Satu with Venerable Tamaki Apiku, Secretary General of the International Buddhist Confederation, IBC. Venerable Tamaki mentioned the importance of being able, regardless the day, of being able to come together as Buddhists, as humans, for the occasion of Vesak Day in order to truly know the value of the Lord Buddha's teaching, in order to apply compassion and metta to oneself, and to know the value of being a human, and to learn the teachings of the Buddha in order to further one's value, in order to know more about the truth of the world. And in that occasion, I would like to rejoice in the merits of Venerable Tamapiku and welcome the next speaker, who is Pikuni Dr. Mingyu Xu, Deputy President of World Alliance of Buddhists WAB in Taiwan. And as a reminder, we do have an English to Thai translation interpretation available. Please welcome Venerable Pikuni Dr. Mingyu.
Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya. Good evening, most venerable master, all participants, brothers, sisters, and everybody in the Dhamma. Warm greetings and the best wishes to everyone. What should we do for Wissack Day? What should we do every day? We must follow the teaching of Buddha. The 5 faculties of power are: first, the faith to believe; second, the will to make the edible; third, the faculty of alertness; fourth, the ability to concentrate one's mind; and the fifth, the ability to maintain clear wisdom. These 5 faculties are necessary powers to attain enlightenment. It is a great compassion that makes people happy and contented. It is a great tenderness that removes everything that does not make people happy and contented. It is a great gladness that makes everyone happy and contented. With a mind of joy, there is a great peacefulness when everyone is happy and contented, and then one can have equal feelings toward everybody. Go for it. Just be smart about it. Next, I will sharing one video. Please see and enjoy. Happy Wissack Day. Thank you. Amitabha.
In 2022, the holy holiday of Vesak falls on the 16th of May. It is a time of joy, peace, harmony, and reflection. The festival of Vesak Day commemorates the birth, enlightenment, and death of Gautama Buddha in Theravada, Tibetan Buddhism, and Mahayana Buddhism. Vesak Day is the day of the full moon in the month of May, and is the most sacred day to millions of Buddhists around the world. It is especially celebrated in Sri Lanka, Nepal, Thailand, Myanmar, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Bangladesh, China, and Taiwan. The Pali term of Vesak is Vesaka, and the Sanskrit term is Vaisakha. The term Vesak is derived from the aforementioned languages for the lunar month of Vaisakha, which is considered the month of the Buddha's birth. In Mahayana Buddhist traditions, the holiday is known by its Sanskrit name, Vaisakha. On Vesak Day, Buddhist practitioners gather at temples and bring simple offerings of flowers, candles, and joss sticks for the ceremonial and honorable hoisting of the Buddhist flag. They sing hymns of praise of the Holy Triple Gem, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. The burning of candles and joss sticks and the withering of the flowers all serve to remind us of the impermanence of life, and that life itself is fleeting, transient, and will end in decay. On Vesak Day, devotees are enjoined to make a special effort to refrain from killing. And on this special day, it is encouraged that all only eat vegetarian food. Some devoted Buddhists will wear all white and spend the whole day in temples, meditating on the 8 precepts. Some temples also display a small statue of the Buddha in front of the altar and a small basin decorated with flowers and filled with water or sweet tea for devotees to pour over the statue. This is symbolic of the cleansing of a practitioner's bad karma and to reenact the events following the Buddha's birth, when devas and spirits made heavenly offerings to him. In the year 2000, the United Nations resolved to observe the day of Vesak at its headquarters and offices. No matter where you are from and how you celebrate the sacred and holy Vesak Day, we should keep in mind the teachings of Shakyamuni Buddha. Cultivate compassion, emptiness, and selflessness in our hearts and help spread Buddhism across the world. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Inky Pinky Deva sings, the stars will show me the way. The night seems long, my will is strong, peace on Wissack Day. We
The international ceremony of Vesak Day commemorates the day of the birth, enlightenment, and nirvana of the Buddha. We shall follow the Buddha, cultivate bodhicitta, pay refuge to the triple gems, learn the Dharma, cultivate the precepts, samadhi, and prajna, eradicate greed, anger, and ignorance, benefit the sentient beings, and eliminate the suffering and achieve happiness. It's most auspicious to pay refuge to the triple gems. May the vibrational frequency of benevolence allow the pandemic to cease, the people to be joyous, the society to be harmonious, and the world to be peaceful.
We have the ability to create wonderful things. Don't waste it. Let the Dharma protect the world. Thank you, Amitofo.
Thank you and Anumotana to Venerable Pikuni Dr. Mingyu, Deputy President of the World Alliance of Buddhists WAB in Taiwan. The video note about the traditions of Vesak Day practiced in Taiwan was festive, being able to bring together people in order to come together as a way to come together, practice the ceremony to clear one's bad karma, and of course the positivity, the happiness that radiates from the video was lovely. Next is Venerable Da Hui, President of the Nation of the CYBA in Taiwan. Please, we would like to welcome Venerable Da Hui.
各位长老、捧差会长、各位 WAB 的成员与佛教的朋友们，大家晚安。非常荣幸能在这里跟大家分享卫赛节推广的一些想法。我们身为佛子，当为佛事。 我们知道佛陀降生的时候，一手指天，一手指地。他说：“天上天下唯我独尊。”这代表着世间的众生都过着迷惑的人生，唯有佛陀是觉悟者。阿含经说。 一切诸佛皆在人间成佛，终不在天上。因为人人皆可以透过佛法的修行，断烦恼、出三界、证涅槃、解脱轮回。所以佛陀成佛的时候说：“其哉，大地众生皆有如来智慧德相。” 只因妄想执着不能证得。那佛法这么好，要如何让众生能够透过什么样的活动，所以我们只要将妄想跟执着拿掉，就可以成就佛道了。那么这么好的佛法，必须透过有效的方式来推动， 让一切众生都有机会来接触。所以庆祝卫赛节就是非常好的活动。那么这里呢，我想跟大家来分享，现在呢最好的科技就是元宇宙。我们透过 VR 虚拟实境里面来遇佛，来庆佛诞，来和佛陀一起修行，乃至可以在元宇宙里面证悟到我空法空，体验佛法的殊胜与不可思议，可以让人们更快速的明白佛陀的教育、理论、修行、果报。那借由庆祝卫赛节来净化我们的三业，让我们的自信显发，来证佛的法身。现在呢，世界上的战争纷扰，疫情也很严重，我们能够在这里跟大家一起线上来庆祝卫赛节，也是很殊胜的因缘，也是很大的福报。让我们大家一起来见证，在生老病死之外，至少还有一条解脱的道路。再次感谢大家，也祝福大家卫赛节快乐，大家晚安，阿弥陀佛。
We'll be translating. Hello, my name is William, and we'll be translating for Master Dahui. Master Dahui say good evening to all elders, members of WAB, Dr. Peng Chai, and all participants tonight. Good evening. The Buddha coming to this world, to our world, so we have the way of liberation. When Buddha born, he pointed one finger at the heaven and one finger at the earth. Is to show that to the heaven and to the earth, he is the awakening one, and the mundane people is in the wandering mind, and he is to bring us the way of liberation and the way of enlightenment. In the Agama Sutra state, when the Buddha reached enlightenment, the Buddha said, "It is so wondrous and miraculous. How come all the sentient beings have the Buddha nature and the Buddha mind, but because of the wandering thoughts and attachment, people cannot reach Buddhahood?" So we know that everyone on the earth can reach enlightenment, because on the sutra also say, all the Buddha achieve Buddhahood on earth, not on the heaven. So we must feel honored, touched, and amazing how Buddha bring us the way of liberation. That's why we celebrate Vishaka. As a student of Buddha, we must celebrate Vishaka to let the whole world witness. We memorize, we remember our teacher and share with the world the way of the enlightenment. So to celebrate Vishaka, we do a lot of activities. Doesn't matter we are doing cleaning the beach or we are growing the trees. For all the event is for people to aware the existence of Vishaka. And now the world is full of the wars and full of the COVID-19. It's a terrible time, but we feel very auspicious and very meritful to be here to celebrate for Vishaka together. So, because as a Buddhist, we know that it doesn't matter how bad the situation is. As a Buddhist, the Buddha showed us a way of liberation. At least as a student of Buddha, we have a way to liberation. It is my sharing of my thoughts on what we should do on Vishaka. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Satu with Most Venerable Da Hui, President of the Chinese Young Buddhist Association of the CYBA of Taiwan. And thank you thank you William Chang of Taiwan for the interpretation and the translation for the Global Vesak Forum for today. And we would like to thank everyone's continued patience for today's Global Vesak Day in case there are any interruptions. Next, we would like to welcome Mr. Jin Long, Health Manager of China, to give our next speech. Please welcome Mr. Jin Long.
Now please, we use this account of the Fajus Aya. Please to pinpoint this account. Thank you. Now is Gino speak. Shamali, I'm so sorry.
Of course, just 1 second while we rearrange the schedule.
Okay. Okay.
尊敬的法师们、善知识们、六师吉祥，莫学很荣幸能够参加世界佛教徒联盟开展的国际卫赛节。驻经传记载，释迦牟尼佛在成道之前，广学瑜伽，达到了当时瑜伽界的最高境界。飞翔，飞翔。在卫赛节的这一天，我们想要通过展示一套我们师父的药师瑜伽，来宣传佛陀的慈悲大爱精神，促进全球和平健康发展。
Venerable Master advisement, good luck and happiness to you. It is an honor for me to participate in the Global Vesak Forum organized by the World Alliance of Buddhists. According to the Sutra, Shakyamuni Buddha studied yoga extensively before he became a monk and reached the highest state of yoga at that time. Non-thoughts and non-thoughts. On this day of Vesak, we'd like to promote the compassionate spirit of the Buddha and promote global peace and health by presenting a set of our Master's Medicine Buddha Yoga.
现在，请观看一段药师瑜伽视频，祝愿大家身心康泰。
Now, please watch a video of Medicine Buddha Yoga and wish you for the well-being of body and mind.
Currently, we have lost a signal. Please, thank you everyone for your patience while we wait for Mr. Jinlong to reconnect. In order to send positivity and rejoicement in the merits of everyone for today's Global Vesak Forum, please, I would like to invite everyone to say Satu 3 times into the chat. You can type Satu 3 times into the chat in order to rejoice everyone's merits for today in joining the Global Vesak Forum and extending our positivity, commitment to Buddhism, and continued participation in today's forum. I see a stream of satus into the chat. Satu, satu, satu. And now I would like to know where everyone is from. Please type into the chat which country you are from in order to identify your participation in today's program. Please type into the chat which country you are from, and in order to represent your Buddhist participation in today's forum. I see Singapore, Malaysia, another Singapore, Taiwan, Myanmar, Taiwan. We have a participant from the USA, another friend from Malaysia, India again, Bangladesh, Jenny Aung from Malaysia, a friend from Hong Kong, Vietnam, Malaysia, Taiwan, India. So of course, this is definitely a global Buddhist forum, as we are all participants, Buddhists, and committed to being a participant in this global Vesak forum for today. Tarang B says, thank you for this wonderful webinar. The world needs the Buddha anyways, from India and Delhi. Thank you for your comments. And we have a friend from Bhutan. And as for now, we will continue on to our next participant for today's event. Next, I would like to invite Most Venerable Dik Duk Thai Min, Abbot of Ba Temple, Vietnam. Most Venerable Dik Duk Thai Min, Abbot of Ba Pagoda, Trang Ninh Province of Vietnam. This pagoda especially is one of the biggest centers for Buddhist practice and Dharma for propagation in Vietnam. Please welcome Venerable.
Mô Phật Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni. Kính thưa toàn thể đại chúng, lễ Vesak là lễ hội lớn của thế giới. Đại lễ Vesak được Liên Hợp Quốc công nhận là lễ hội hòa bình của thế giới. Đây là niềm vinh dự và tự hào to lớn cho tất cả những người đệ tử Phật của chúng ta. Giáo lý của Đức Phật xuyên suốt là sự lợi ích cho chúng sinh, cho chư thiên và nhân loại. Qua hàng ngàn năm lịch sử đã minh chứng điều này. Phật giáo là một tôn giáo hòa bình, tôn giáo của trí tuệ và hiểu biết, của thông cảm và yêu thương. Phật giáo không bao giờ đi ngược lại với lợi ích chính đáng của dân tộc và quốc gia. Phật giáo luôn luôn đem lại những giá trị lợi ích thiết thực và cao thượng nhất cho con người và xã hội. Vì thế cho nên Phật giáo luôn luôn được gọi là tôn giáo hộ quốc an dân. Với việc kỷ niệm ngày Đức Phật đản sinh, sự xuất hiện của một con người kiệt xuất, một con người với tâm nguyện vĩ đại, đó là tâm nguyện cứu khổ cho nhân loại và tất cả chúng sinh. Kỷ niệm ngày đản sinh của Đức Thế Tôn để chúng ta được sống lại với niềm hân hoan sung sướng của nhân dân thành Ca Tỳ La Vệ hơn 2.600 năm trước. Chúng ta mừng vui đón chào sự giáng trần của Bồ Tát với một tâm hồn trong sạch cao thượng. Qua đây, chúng ta tưởng nhớ đến ân đức của Đức Phật. Chúng ta niệm ân đức của Ngài. Chúng ta cũng cùng nhau sách tấn tu tập, noi theo gương của Ngài và thực hành những lời dạy của Ngài. Đó là lấy chính Pháp làm ngọn đèn, soi sáng thế gian. Đem từ bi yêu thương đến với thế gian, thay cho chiến tranh, hận thù và bạo động. Đại lễ Vesak có ý nghĩa vô cùng to lớn trong việc làm lan tỏa năng lượng từ bi trong sạch, năng lượng tích cực đến cho cả thế giới, chư thiên và nhân loại. Năng lực này sẽ giúp cho thế giới bớt đi thiên tai, dịch bệnh, bớt đi sự hận thù và chiến tranh, góp phần làm cho thế giới sớm được bình an trở lại. Tôi cầu mong cho đại lễ Vesak sẽ được tổ chức trọng thể, nhiều nước trên thế giới của nhân loại được an vui hơn, thế giới này được tốt đẹp hơn. Nam Mô Hoan Hỷ Tạng Bồ Tát Ma Ha Tát.
Trời hoa lá khoe sắc màu, chư thiên chói ngập trời, tin mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Phật từ khắp năm châu, Phật từ khắp địa cầu, tưng mừng vui kỷ niệm trời, kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Phật từ khắp Nam Châu, Phật từ khắp địa cầu, tưng bừng vui kỷ niệm ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Phật từ kết xe hoa, Phật từ hát múa ca, kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Phật từ khắp Nam Châu cùng nhau kết xe hoa, Phật từ khắp Nam Châu cùng nhau rước xe hoa, cùng nhau vui hát múa ca, kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Phật từ kết xe hoa, Phật từ hát múa ca, kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Phật từ khắp Nam Châu cùng nhau kết xe hoa, Phật từ khắp Nam Châu cùng nhau rước xe hoa, cùng nhau vui hát múa ca, kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Phật từ kết xe hoa, Phật từ hát múa ca, kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Phật từ khắp Nam Châu cùng nhau kết xe hoa, Phật từ khắp Nam Châu cùng nhau rước xe hoa, cùng nhau vui hát múa ca, kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh. Kính mừng ngày Đức Phật đản sinh.
And that was here is the website of Venerable Tiktuk Thai Min, where you're able to access and gain more information of our most venerable at that website. And that was a wonderful video about the recent Vesak day held at Ba Vang Temple, where Wat Tamaki was also able to participate and partake in the activities, in the celebration, and in the most colorful homage paid to the Lord Buddha on that day. I was able to see the pictures, and I saw that there was also many other noticeable Buddhist leaders at the Ba Vang Temple on Vesak Day. So please, everyone, rejoice in the merits of Venerable Tiktuk Thai Min, Abbot of Ba Vang Temple. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Jinlong once again. Due to network issues, we were disconnected, but now we're able to have Mr. Jinlong come back and be a speaker for our panel. So please welcome Mr. Jinlong.
Now please watch a video of Medicine Buddha Yoga and wish you for the well-being of body and mind.
Okay, please give me the permission of screen sharing. Thank you. Please give me the permission of share screen. Thank you. 权限。
What's your name, please?
This name 德法就是阿雅。阿雅 yeah. Please give me the permission. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
南无药
感恩各位的观看，愿师父的药师瑜伽能够帮助世界上的更多人疗理身心健康。卫赛节快乐！愿大家早证菩提，早成佛。
Thank you for watching, and may Master's Medicine Yoga help more people in the world to be healthy, physically and mentally. Happy Vesak Day, and may you attain Bodhi early.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jin Long, Health Manager of China, for your informative video on how to take care of one's health for longevity and in order to continue to pursue perfections and to make merit. Our next speaker, we would please like to invite Venerable Tamaki Andrew Williams of Australia. Please welcome Venerable.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the invitation to give a short speech today for the Global Vesak Forum on what we should do on Vesak Day or for Vesak Day. Of course, we all know that the Vesak Day, this celebrations is to commemorate the birth, enlightenment, and passing away of the Lord Buddha. So the birth should remind us that we are born as human beings. We can also follow the path of the Buddha, follow the way of the Buddha being the supreme example, the great example for us. And then, of course, the enlightenment time, this shows us that it is possible to free ourselves from samsara, free ourselves from suffering. And then, of course, we have the passing away, which reminds us that we also will pass away one day, that everything is impermanent, and so we should practice the Dharma now. And so just right this moment, I'm going to just recite a few short verses, some Dharma verses, and then I'll give a little short speech. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And through the positive potential I create by practicing the Dharma, may I soon attain enlightenment in order to benefit all sentient beings. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May they be free from suffering and its causes. May they never be parted from the happiness beyond suffering. And may they abide in equanimity, free of bias, attachment to the near, and aversion from the far. I shall cause this. Great compassionate Buddha, please inspire me to be able to do so. And reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every types of offerings, actual and mentally transformed. I confess all of my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in all the virtues of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until psychic existence ends, and turn the wheel of Dharma for all sentient beings. I dedicate the virtues of myself and others to the great enlightenment. And so, as mentioned, the Buddha is the example for us to follow. And a day like Vesak Day should remind us of this. It should remind us that we need to be grateful for the Buddha's hard work and practice for so many lifetimes before attaining the supreme enlightenment for our benefit, and giving the teachings for our benefit, to be grateful for this, to appreciate, to have great respect, not only to show respect to the Buddha on the outside, but really develop a mind of great respect. Because the more we respect the Buddha, or you could say more generally, the more we respect anyone or anything, the more attention we will pay to it, and the more we will follow the advice or the instructions or the teachings. So we all need to develop great respect for the Buddha. Being born that lifetime as a bodhisattva, and then attaining the supreme enlightenment, at quite a young age, and therefore able to give the teachings for 45 years after the attainment of enlightenment. And so we're so fortunate. We still have the Dharma in the world today, and it's still being practiced and still being taught. Genuine teachers, genuine practitioners are still existent in the world. And of course, as we know, we have the Tripitaka to refer to, and all of the commentaries from the great masters over time. And so we ourselves can be reminded that this is a precious human life. We make it precious when we practice the Dharma, when we ourselves put the teachings into practice, when we have a clear purpose of why we are practicing, so that we ourselves can attain enlightenment and then help others to do likewise. That also we ourselves can understand the methods that need to be put into practice, to be moral, to be compassionate and loving, kind, develop a mind of equanimity, be joyful and empathetic. We also need to practice meditation to still our mind, to clear our mind, so that we're able then to develop the supreme wisdom. We need to do this. It's interesting because sometimes I think as human beings, we have a purpose, we want to do something or achieve a goal, then you acquire a way or the methods to be able to do so, but then we don't do it. So it's really important that we put these fabulous teachings into practice, these immaculately precious teachings into practice. In this precious human life, with all of the freedoms that we have, the advantages that we have. Then, of course, as mentioned before, we should contemplate impermanence. The fact that all things conditioned are impermanent, including all physical and mental phenomena. This includes this lifetime. This lifetime will end at some stage, that's certainty. And it's uncertain of when or how. So we should be motivated to practice the Dharma right now. And also contemplate on the law of karma, on cause and effect, so that we're able to live our mind, or live our life, I should say, and develop a mind that is wholesome, be harmless, give up unwholesomeness, understand the causes of happiness and enlightenment itself, and adopt them, and understand the causes of suffering and abandon them. Also, we should contemplate the unsatisfactory nature of samsara, or cyclic existence. This will enable us to motivate ourselves to practice. So on this Vesak day, I think it's a good day to remind ourselves that we need to put the teachings into practice. Of course, we have a lot of formal activities that we all engage in, including the meditations, including the chanting of verses and sutras. And we should also engage in these practices as well. Of course, during this time of COVID, it's difficult to get together in large numbers face-to-face. So we're very lucky in the sense that we have this opportunity to do this on Zoom, do this online. Okay, so I think my time is probably up. And so I will leave it there. And I look forward to hearing the other speeches. And please look after yourself. Practice well, study Dharma well, practice well, and share the Dharma well. And this is short dedication. Due to this merit, may I soon attain the enlightened state of the Buddha, so that I may be able to liberate all sentient beings from their suffering. May the precious bodhicitta not yet born arise and grow. May that born have no decline, but increase forevermore. And may the precious view of shunyata, not yet born, arise and grow. May that born have no decline, but increase forevermore. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dharmaya, Namo Sanghaya.
And that was Venerable Tamaki Andrew Williams of Australia. Venerable Andrew highlights the importance of having the Dhamma still existing in the world today that came from the enlightenment of the Lord Buddha. And therefore, we should be able to respect it and realize how precious life is by applying the teachings of the Lord Buddha while we are still alive. We would like to say sadhu to the Dhamma recitation and the blessings given by Tamachara Andrew Williams. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. For our next speaker is Venerable Katag Riksin Chenpo Rinpoche, lineage holder of the Katag Riksin lineage, Vajra Guru Mura Monastery of Tibet, and abbot of Tekshokling in Taiwan. Please welcome Venerable.
Namo Guru Buddha Dharma Sanghaya.
Homage to Guru and to the Three Jews.
所有十方法友吉祥如意，扎西德拉。
Dear Dharma friends around the world, Tashi Tele.
今天是我们佛教徒的最主要的节日，维赛节。
Today is the most important day for Buddhists, the day of Lord Buddha.
我们这一生中最值得庆幸的是，生在有佛法的世界。
How fortunate we are to live in a world with Buddha Dharma.
所做最伟大的事情是自己成为佛教的信徒。
How inspiring we are to become a Buddhist.
人间看到最美好的回忆就是见到佛经。
The most beautiful and touching event in this world is our first sight with Buddhist sutras.
我们迷迷糊糊过一生，不如清清楚楚的活一世，清醒的状态，泄露最真实的知识佛法。
To live our
life， 这一生就是我们临终的时候也是会含笑。
To live our lives with clarity, even just for one moment, defines our purpose. Being aware, studying Dharma, realizing the truth, life is perfect.
生老病死是人之常情，终须一别是时间的规律。有生之年，我们利用最好的时间，就是一切体力和智力。生命力奉献，佛教是非常荣幸的一件事情。
Through birth, aging, sickness, and death, the cycle of life repeats, and in its stream of time, samsara appears. It is how fortunate we are to dedicate our energy, wisdom, and lives to Buddhism.
在这个月份，全球很多地方佛教徒大家庆祝佛陀的佛诞日。
Within this holy month, Buddhists around the world come together and celebrate the day of Vesak.
很多人也问。什么时间是佛陀的诞生日？
Many asks, when exactly is the day for the birthday of Buddha?
我们以天象学、历史和佛经对照，可以找到正确的答案。
If we do extensive research in history or in the Buddhist sutras, we could find the answer.
我们纪念和庆祝佛陀，这个大家就有共识就好了。佛教徒的这个团结前进，比回头研究历史更重要。
To commemorate and to celebrate this special day, all we need is consensus. For us as Buddhists, it's more important to be united and move forward together instead of researching history.
因此呢，我们每一天都当作佛陀的纪念日，就是每一世随念三宝和佛陀这样我们就可以说每天跟佛陀在一起。
We could treat each and every day of our life as the day of Wissack, and so that we can be happy and be with Buddha every day.
纪念佛陀，这个大家有共识，大家就团结比较重要。什么时间是佛陀的这个正确的诞生日，没有那么重要。
It's more important to we have a consensus to commemorate Buddha. It is more important than the exact date that we on which day is the birthday.
我们今天主要讲的是如何方式去庆祝佛诞节、维萨节。
Today we are talking about how should we celebrate the day of Vesak.
我想众生欢喜，做众生欢喜做一个善业的话，就是佛陀会欢喜。我们佛教徒团结的话，就佛陀会欢喜。
To make Buddha happy, as long as we benefit all sentient beings, Buddha will be happy. As long as we united as Buddhists, Buddha will be happy.
我这里有提出一点点小小的一个意见，我们如何庆祝佛诞日？
I will have a little advice on how we should celebrate the day of Vesak.
如何纪念佛诞就有3种方式。第一种方式是世界公圣，佛陀的智慧和慈悲不要锁在我们的教规里面，应该散发到人类、动物、植物等所有世界的角落，方便和灵活的这个佛光普照。要众生欢喜要众生在修行上要做到这一点，我们潮流中获得尊重不会与社会脱节。
I would suggest that there are 3 ways to commemorate the day of Vesak. The first is to share with the world for Buddhism. Access to compassion and wisdom of Buddha should not be limited to Buddhists only, but rather to all sentient beings, animals, and plants in every corner of our world. The glory light of Buddha should be shining to each sentient being and make them happy.
第二个是要佛教团结。
The second one is the unity of Buddhism.
佛教团结也可以说是非常容易，因为我们大家都是有同样的信仰和同样的教规。
It should be easy because all of us Buddhists have the same doctrines and we have the same faith.
我们根本的是有皈依三宝和四法印和我们界定的会的教义为基础。所有佛教徒和传承，就是如果万众一心、团结一致、弘扬佛法的基本的思想，我们做到这一点，就是佛教成一家，就不会变成一盘散沙。
The fundamental of Buddhism is taking refuge to the 3 jewels, and the doctrines are all based on the 4 noble truths, precepts, meditation, and wisdom. All Buddhist lineage should be united to spread teachings of Buddha Dharma under these guiding principles, and we should be achieving that. Buddhism will be as united.
伟大的佛教诞生在这个世界上面，弘扬佛法之后，因为时间的关系佛教传到各个地方，因为地方的文化和政治背景，后来就有佛教的很多 有不同的一些教规出现，这些都是我们只是用从分开到现在的一起啊。以前是佛教都是分开到世界各地方，交通不发达等等，有各种因素没办法在一起。现在网络世界或者是现在交通发达啊，大家知道我们都是释迦牟尼佛的弟子，大家都共享盛举，就像今天的这种维萨节的可以举办这样的一个法会，这是非常庆幸的一件事情。
It's a very fortunate event that we can come together today, powered by the technology today through internet, coming together to celebrate the day of Vesak. Since the foundation of Buddhism more than 2,000 years ago, the teachings of Buddha Sakyamuni has been spread around the world in many different ways. And all schools are precious and unique in their own ways. And we should preserve all those traditions and respect and support each other.
第三个是有佛教有专业我们每一个传承都有一个报，我们有专注，有学这个，有保护学这个。
Each school of lineages are unique in their own ways. We should preserve our own uniqueness.
是千年露出的佛教，个个都是宝，一点点都不能露失。互相平等和尊敬的基础上，互相支持和学习，每一个传承专精于自重，严谨遵守和保护传承。我们如果做到这一点的话，也不会佛教呀这种变化多端的潮流中淹没。
Each lineage and each school is like a jewel in Buddha teaching, and all of the jewels should be preserved and supported. As long as we can achieve the preservation of all these jewels, Buddhism will flourish and will continue.
我非常感谢我们这次这个佛教联盟或者主办单位，还有每个法师和每个参与者每个人都有负起一个对佛教的一个责任，承担的如来家业，弘扬纯正的佛法。
I would like to take the opportunity to thank the organizers, WAB, and each participants of this event. We should all share the responsibility to spread Dharma teaching.
我祝福这是世界和平，佛教兴盛，要胜利，胜利，胜利，佛教胜利。
My best wishes and blessings to world peace and the flourishing of Buddhism, victorious, victorious, victorious teachings of enlightenment.
我们希望从烦恼中胜利。
We wish to be victorious over afflictions.
希望我们从纷争中胜利。
We wish to be victorious from divergence.
我们希望说从生老病死中胜利。
We wish to be victorious over the cyclic cycles of life.
希望佛法永驻，众生解脱。
Wish the longevity of Buddhism and the quick liberation of all sentient beings.
感谢主办单位。
Thank you very much for the organizers.
好。
Back to you, moderator.
Satu, Satu. And Satu to His Eminence Kato Grixin Chenpo Rinpoche, lineage holder of the Kato Grixin lineage, Vajra Guru Mura Monastery, Tibet, and abbot of the Deksho Kling in Taiwan. Venerable noted the importance of taking refuge in Triple Gem and the Buddhist lineage, which must be united. So thank you for, in appreciation of the internet, for allowing us to be able to come together today. Sadhu. For our next program and participant, it is Dr. Aung Yu, President of the Malacca Buddhist Lodge, Malaysia. Please welcome Dr. Aung Yu.
Thank you, Sister. Very happy Vesak to Venerable Sirs, Rinpoche, members of the Mahasangha, brothers and sisters in the Dharma. Happy Vesak to you all. And as we all know that the Vesak Day is the day that we commemorate the birth, enlightenment, and the parinibbana of our Lord Buddha. While we believe that, there are celebrations going, around in different places with its uniqueness of different cultures, as just now we have seen, like, for example, in Vietnam, the celebration has been grand. I believe that in other countries, including Malaysia, Myanmar, etc. So we all have our uniqueness. But I believe that, in the spirit of uniting Buddhism, we should all move or try to reflect or take the opportunities from celebrations to reflections of what it really means with these three main occasions in the life of Buddha, and especially what is the significance in us as a Buddhist. So for the birth of the Buddha, this itself is the greatest gospel or to Buddhist community, in the sense that it recognizes the full potentials for us as a human beings with Buddha nature, and to gain enlightenment and become Buddha in one day. So this itself, Buddha being birthed as a human being is the greatest news, to all of us. And it never happened to other religions that, as a founder of a religion, we can be achieved in the same state as a founder of a religion. And that also, should motivate us to live with a purpose and continue to recognize the Buddha nature. And that is basically, the aims of us in our cultivations practice. Then next, as the day, commemorates the enlightenment of Lord Buddha himself. And this actually should remind us that we all have the full potential, just like what Buddha has proclaimed when he gained enlightenment. They say, it's amazing that all the sentient beings have the Buddha nature. Is just because of the hatred, the delusions, that it covers up our Buddha nature. But we all have the potentials, and so long as we unleash our full potentials, then we are able to achieve the greatest wisdom, like Buddha himself. Right now, this also reminds us that besides living with a purpose, we should be living with integrity, being guided by Buddha Dharma, with Buddha's enlightenment as a source, that through his Dharma teachings, it should guide us through in living in integrity. And last but not least, with the parinibbana of our Lord Buddha, he also reminds us first is that life is impermanence. So Buddha himself, he can't live forever. So at the age of 80, he has to leave this world physically, but his teachings, his blessings is continue with us, even after close to 3,000 years. And likewise, we should always ask ourselves, how do we live a meaningful life while we celebrate, this Vesak Day with these three main occasions in Buddha's life? And at the same time, with the passing away of the physical body of Lord Buddha, we must all acknowledge that there's a responsibility in every one of us as a Buddhist, shall, be it Sangha members or lay practitioners, that there is a responsibility for us to carry on with the teachings of the Buddha and to preserve the Buddha Dharma. And with this, recognizing the full potential in us and continue to develop our wisdom, as well as recognizing our responsibility to preserve the Dharma with the intentions to benefit all sentient beings, that help us to create our compassion. So the compassion lies on our recognitions of the Buddha Dharma as our guidance to liberate ourselves from this, samsara, as well as, trying to pass on these Dharma teachings to all sentient beings for the benefits of all sentient beings. And while there are many activities going on, that it is important that we are the greatest to recognize or to remind ourselves that the greatest offerings to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha itself is to practice and to develop merits along the way. Just like, as a very common celebrations during the Vesak day is the bedding of the baby Siddhartha statue. And there is the verses that we normally chant when we are performing this bedding of the Prince Siddhartha. It says, "Today I come to bathe the Tathagata who show the true wisdom, merit, and grace, and thus may all sentient beings being liberated from the 5 defilements worlds and be free from the impurities and to realize the pure Dhammakaya of the Tathagata." So with this simple action and simple verse itself, it will remind us that we should do beyond just activity or just rituals, right? But to rather, live ourselves to practice and bring Buddha's teachings to life by recognizing that there's a wisdom, there's merits, there's a grace that Buddha has completed, and we are on our way to make that completions. At the same time, we should not forget there are many sentient beings who are still suffering in this world full of 5 defilements, and therefore, we vow to practice the Buddha Dharma with liberations, of all the sentient beings, and we should always be mindful that in terms of benefiting the sentient beings, we should always stay close to the community to really understand what are the sufferings that the sentient beings are going through, right? By integrating Dharma teachings in the daily life, by showing our care and preservations for our nature, working closely with the communities to engage the community through social work, as well as not forgetting that charity starts from home, that we should celebrate Vesak and make it as a culture from our family as a unique entity for the entire Buddhist community. All right. So with this, again, with the day that commemorates Buddha's birth, we should all, remember we all have a Buddha natures and take refuge in not just the Lord Buddha, Sakyamuni, but also our Buddha nature. We should recognize the enlightenment of the Buddha. That is the source of the Dharma teachings. That's where we take refuge on the Dharma. And with the Parinibbana, we should all form a united Sangha, like what previously the speakers, Venerables and Rinpoche has shared. Stay united as a Sangha, regardless of which traditions, and to carry on the Dharma teachings for the benefits of all sentient beings. So with this, may the blessings of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha be with all of us at all times. Thank you very much.
Sadhu, and that was Dr. Aung Yu. That was Dr. Aung Yu, of the president of the Malacca Buddhist Lodge in Malaysia, who gave the timeline or the series of events of what happened during Vesak Day and how that relates to us in terms of furthermore how we should practice the Dhamma in order to truly realize the enlightenment that all human nature has. So please Satu with Dr. Aung see you. Our next speaker is Most Venerable Pramahasurat Akaratano, Assistant Director of the International Affairs Department of the AEC and the Chief of the AEC Affairs Division. The speech will be in Thai, therefore you're able to listen to the English interpretation in the English channel. If it is not available in the English channel, you can switch to the Thai channel and see if it's there. And so furthermore, let's welcome Most Venerable Pramahasurat Akaratano.
ขอแสดงความคารวะพระมหาเถรานุเถระและเพื่อนสาธมิกทุกรูปขอเจริญพรญาติโยมชาวพุทธทั่วโลกทุกท่านเราได้ยินได้ฟังสุนทรพจน์อันงดงามของพระมหาเถรานุเถระและท่านผู้มีบุญที่ได้กล่าวไปแล้วนั้นนับว่าเป็นสิ่งที่มีคุณค่าอย่างยิ่งพระอาจารย์ก็อยากจะได้พูดสรุปคงจะพูดไม่นานก็อยากให้ทุกท่านได้ตั้งใจฟังพระอาจารย์สักครู่หนึ่งคิดว่าสิ่งเหล่านี้จะได้เป็นประโยชน์ในการที่เราได้มาสัมมนากันในวันนี้เราได้ทราบว่าวันวิสาขบูชานั้นเป็นวันสำคัญสากลของโลกชาวพุทธทั่วโลกได้ให้ความสำคัญในวันนี้ไม่ว่าจะเป็นเชื้อชาติศาสนาและเผ่าพันธุ์ใดก็ตามดังนั้นถึงเวลาแล้วหรือยังที่เราจะได้ใช้วันนี้เป็นวันเริ่มต้นที่ดีงามในการที่เราจะได้นำไปสู่การปฏิบัติเพราะทุกวันนี้พระพุทธศาสนายังดำรงอยู่ธรรมะของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าก็ยังอยู่แต่ในการปฏิบัติเพื่อให้เข้าถึงแก่นแท้ด้วยหลักธรรมของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้านั้นยังไม่เต็มที่ทำอย่างไรในแง่ของการปฏิบัติให้เป็นจริงวันนี้ก็ขอกล่าวไม่ยาวกล่าวว่าให้ทุกท่านช่วยกันเถอะถึงเวลาแล้วที่จะต้องร่วมแรงร่วมใจกันเริ่มต้นที่ตัวเราจะนำสันติสุขให้เกิดขึ้นกับชาวโลกได้ก็ต้องเริ่มต้นที่ตัวเราก่อนตราบใดที่สันติสุขภายในยังไม่มาเกิดขึ้นสันติภาพของโลกก็ยากที่จะเกิดขึ้นก็กราบเรียนพระคุณเจ้าและญาติโยมผู้มีบุญทุกท่านว่าถึงเวลาแล้วที่เราจะต้องเริ่มต้นที่ตัวเราทำสันติสุขภายในให้มันเกิดขึ้นและขยายไปสู่บุคคลรอบข้างให้สังคมรอบข้างมีสันติสุขภายในเช่นเดียวกับเรากว้างไกลออกไปเรื่อยๆกว้างไกลไปเรื่อยๆจนท่านกลายเป็นสันติภาพของโลกทุกวันนี้ดังที่เราได้ยินได้ฟังมีความไม่สงบสุขมีการปราบประหารมีการทำลายล้างกันขอเชิญทุกท่านได้ทำความสงบสุขให้เกิดขึ้นในจิตใจของเราก่อนและขยายไปสู่บุคคลรอบข้างเมื่อนั้นสันติภาพภายนอกก็จะเกิดขึ้นขอให้ได้ไปถึงจุดนั้นให้ได้จึงขอย้ำว่าในแง่ของการปฏิบัติต้องเริ่มที่ตัวเราและเริ่มตั้งแต่วันนี้วันที่ดีที่สุดคือวันวิสาขบูชาโลกก็ขอเชิญท่านได้ร่วมแรงร่วมใจกันเริ่มต้นตั้งแต่บัดนี้เป็นต้นไปขอขอบพระคุณขออนุโมทนาบุญกับพระมหาเถรานุเถระผู้เป็นคุณูปการของชาวโลกทุกรูป และขอขอบคุณคณะผู้จัดงานครั้งนี้ขออนุโมทนากับญาติโยมผู้มีบุญชาวพุทธโลกที่มีความมุ่งหวังตั้งใจที่จะให้โลกสงบสุขด้วยธรรมะของพระสัมมาสัมพุทธเจ้าแล้วเราจะได้เดินมาด้วยกันสร้างสันติสุขภายในให้มันเกิดขึ้นเพื่อสร้างสันติภาพภายนอกและสันติภาพของโลกให้เกิดขึ้นให้เร็วที่สุดด้วยตัวของทุกท่านเองขอขอบคุณ
สาธุ Venerable Pramahasarat Akaratano makes a wish for everyone to be able to connect to each other in order to make peace a world reality. But in order to do that, first we must apply the teachings of the Lord Buddha to oneself to find peace within, in order to extend that peace within to our friends, family, to cities, and to the countries around, thereby achieving true world peace in that way. So he would like to wish for everyone to be able to work together and make world peace a reality by applying the teachings of the Lord Buddha. So Satu Satu to Most Venerable Pramahasarat Akaratano, Assistant Director of the International Affairs Department of the AEC and Chief of AEC Affairs Division. Our next speaker is Dr. M.K. Otani, Expert Advisor, Government of India, Ministry of Culture of the BTI Buddhist Tibetan Institute. Please welcome Dr.
Namo tassa bhagavato arhato samma sammabuddhassa. Respected Bhikkhu Sangha, Venerable Dr. Ponchai Piniyapong, and all my brother and sister in Dhamma. I am very fortunate to be the part of this auspicious occasion. I am Tsiring Yangzom, and today on the behalf of Dr. M.K. Otani from India, I'm going to convey his message to everyone present here. Vesak Day is an opportunity for all of us to review the history of Sakyamuni Buddha, an opportunity for Buddhists to contemplate life according to his golden teaching and follow his enlightenment path to bring humanity to peace, tranquility, and happiness. The Buddha taught us all things and phenomena are caused by condition. Accordingly, humans are responsible for each of their thoughts and action to protect the beauty of the planet and play a decisive role in the prosperity and future of the universe in which we live. In the atmosphere of great Buddha's birthday, I would like to respectfully offer infinity gratitude to Lord Buddha. For Vesak, we must do the activities related to the teaching of Buddha involving people from all faith and celebrate Vesak as festival of peace, happiness, and harmony. Thank you. Namo Buddha.
Satu to Dr. M.K. Otani, Expert Advisor of the Government of India and Ministry of Culture of the BTI Buddhist Tibetan Institute, highlighting on what we should be able to do for Vesak Day, and also coming from the country where Buddhism the country where Buddhism originates, and being a spokesperson on that topic. Satu, and thank you, Doctor. Our next speaker is Professor Dr. Utit Siriwan, Vice President of the Global Research, Director of the PhD and DBA program of Charisma University, TC, and Apollos University, USA. Please welcome.
Yes, again, sorry. most venerable and Mahathera around the world, and we are all brother and sister in Buddhist teaching, Buddha Dhamma. Today we have only 5 minutes to talk about topic, what should we do in Vesak Day. For me, since we have a limited of time, I would like to say one thing that I think I act and I have done almost 30 years. That in Pali word. Every month in Thailand, we chant this chanting every evening. That Pali word are Buddha Sahang Niyatemi Seriran Chivitan Chitang. Dhamma Sahang Niyatemi Seriran Chivitan Chitang. Sangha Sahang Niyatemi Seriran Chivitan Chitang. This Pali word can be explained in English as I will devote and donate my life to Lord Buddha, to Dhamma, and to Sangha. This is my life belong to Lord Buddha and to Dhamma and to Sangha. What I have learned almost 30 years are Pariyatti and Patipatti. The achievement I would like to share today are 2 things. The first one is success we learn from Lord Buddha. The second one, happiness we gain from Lord Buddha teaching. That's why for 3 minutes left, I suggest all of us, all Nikaya around the world, we should bring success and happiness we gain, we learn, and we earn from Buddha teaching and from meditation to all people around the world who lack of opportunity to gain this best advantage from Lord Buddha teaching. One thing I recommend on Buddhist Nikaya is we should going back, take a look early Buddhist teaching that we call Pali. I invite all to study Pali because we will know what the Buddha taught, even root and suffix and the real meaning of Lord Buddha teaching. I know that World Alliance Buddhist and Dhammakaya, especially หลวงพ่อธรรมชโย หลวงพ่อทัตตชีโว they invite and they strongly recommend all Buddhist monk and novice to study Pali. That's why if we need to know what is a success in Buddhist teaching, what is happiness in Buddhist teaching, we should combine Buddha teaching and Buddhist meditation together and bring success and happiness to people around the world. Thank you very much. This one I recommend and strongly invite all people to take a look Pali and meditation. Thank you. สาธุ 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 พระมหาเถระนมัสการ and all brother and sister in Dhamma.
Professor Dr. Utit Siriwan, Vice President of the Global Research and Director of the PhD and DBA program of Charisma University, TC and Apollos University in USA. Thank you for your reflection on the importance of how the importance of the Global Vesak Forum is to you, and knowing that the coming together of the Buddhist community means quite a lot. So thank you. Next, for our next speaker is Dr. Nini A, President Sasana Malacca Buddhist Association of Myanmar. Okay, presently Dr. Nini A is unable to join. Therefore, I would like to invite Ms. Shobha Shaka, Member of the Parliament of Nepal, to be our next speaker. Please welcome Ms. Shobha Shaka.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Triple Gems, Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Venerable President of World Alliance of Buddhist WAB, Dr. Pronchai Palawatamo Pinyapong, Honorable Venerables from various organizations and monasteries, and the distinguished guests from the country all over the world. Happy Vesak Day 2565 to all of you from the country of the birthland of Lord Buddha, Nepal. Today, I feel blessed to be here in this program to share some of my thoughts on what should we do for Vesak Day. There is no doubt that the teaching of Lord Buddha is very relevant in the modern time too. As we are more focused on the materialistic happiness nowadays, we are losing the real blissful moment of being on the path of Buddhahood while being trapped on the transit pleasure. The materials are more value than the emotion for a very tiny. Selfishness, we don't hesitate to harm any other being. The feeling, the emotion are not valued. We have forgotten that we must have to face the good or bad result depending on our karma. As every action has equal but opposite reaction. With this, we had developed ego within us. We are more focused on I, me, and myself. It will eventually benefit for none. So I would like to request all of you to promise in this occasion day to upgrade our thoughts for me and myself to we and ours. We will start to help the needy peoples like other living creature from this right moment, and we need to be the huge help. We can always start from the tiny support from which can change their entire life. And from that, they can also motivate their surrounding to perform their best to make this world the beautiful home to life with full of humanity all around. So let's commit from today to start helping and be the reason for the smile and happiness of others. The real happiness and satisfaction is there in helping others. So finally, I again like to request all of you to promise to help at least their needy person a day from today onward and stay positive in every situation. Let's value the emotion of dear creator of the world and make this world beautiful. Let's eliminate the warmth from this world forever and try to promote peace and art. Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam. Thank you so much.
And that was Ms. Shobha Shakya, member of the Parliament of Nepal, who calls for all of us to take ownership and be able to make world peace happen by going out and practicing dana, doing our part in giving and helping those who need it. And in order to make world peace a reality, we are able to take ownership of the teachings of the Lord Buddha and apply them. So sadhu, and thank you, Ms. Shobha Shakya.
Thank you so much.
Our next speaker is Nun Dr. Ms. Mithila Chaudhry. Please, we would like to welcome.
Respected venerables and distinguished guests, good evening. It is an honor for me to be here today. My heartfelt gratitude to Most Venerable Dr. Panchai Palawatthamo Piniapong, the President of World Alliance of Buddhists, for holding this auspicious forum entitled What Should We Do for Vesak Day? Very interesting topic indeed. Traditionally, Buddha's birthday is known as Vesak Day or Vesakha Puja. Vesak Day is the major Buddhist festival of the year as it celebrates the birth, enlightenment, and attainment of Nibbana on one day, the first full moon day in May. And to commemorate the Vesak Day, we practice generosity, we observe precepts and practice meditation as well. And beside these activities, I think we may assign some tasks to the young generation. This is just my idea, as today's topic is like what should we do for Vesak Day? We can assign some tasks to young generations, such as let them share their ideas, how they would like to celebrate the Vesak Day, and how can they convert their ideas into reality. Because as we know, the youths are the future leaders, so not by forcing them for practicing Dhamma, what we can make them like willing to practice the Dhamma. So as a result, they will think about Buddha often, how to celebrate Vesak Day as well. They will try to find more informations about Buddha and Dhamma. They will read the books or search internet, which also will help them to know more about Buddhism. And by doing so, they can get benefits from Buddha's teaching, which definitely guide them to the path of Dhamma and save them for the path of ruin. So, in fact, World Alliance of Buddhists, in collaboration with World Peace Ethics Club and Dhammakaya Foundation, they already organized the World Pack Ethics Contest. It's all about the blessings of the Lord Buddha, teaching of Lord Buddha for the students. They give them the training and then they organize the contest so that the young generation get benefit, they can learn, they can know about the Buddhism better. So in this way, I think we can inspire them to practice Dhamma willingly. Okay, and as we listen from the scholars today, in fact, the forum is very informative. So we have learned many things from all the eminent speakers, scholars. So to conclude my speech, once again, I would like to pay my respect to all venerable Bhikkhu, Bhikkhuni, the His Excellency Rinpoche, as well wishing everyone a happy Vesak with metta. Thank you very much.
Sadhu. And Dr. Nan Mufela Chaudhry was our last invited participant speaker. Now I would like to invite the deliverer of our closing speech, Venerable Dr. Panchai Palawattamon Pinyapong, President of the World Alliance of Buddhists WAB, in conjunction with spreading loving kindness and paying homage to the Triple Gem. Please welcome Venerable Dr. Panchai.
On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to thank for all the speakers who kindly sharing with us the wisdom for Vesak Day, what should we do, and to commemorate the birth, enlightenment, and parinirvana of the Lord Buddha. Thank you very much. And also all the participants include Mahathero, Thero monks, and monks, Upasaka, Upasika, and everyone, Anumotana, for joining the Global Vesak Forum. I think everyone, when our birthday comes, we would like to do the good deed for us. But when the birthday of our great teacher coming, our parent, our great teacher, we would like to do more good deeds. And today we listen to all the speakers. We can summarize that for monks, we should develop Sila, Samadhi, and Panya, or precept, wisdom, meditation, and wisdom. And for lay people, we should focus on Dana and Sila and Bhavana. Dana, Sila, Bhavana for lay people, and also special merit for each year. For example, in Dhammakaya Temple, now we have do the World Guinness record for 1 million pictures of meditation, which never have any organization do this World Guinness record before. So we plan for commemorate Vesak Day by make the inner peace from each person for peace of the world. That is. And last year also Earth Day, Dhammakaya Foundation, they record the lighting ceremony in homemade to the Triple Gem 1 million Buddha Pagoda in frame image. So Dana, Sila, Bhavana, and special merit for monks, Sila, meditation, and Bhavana, Samadhi, and Panya, and special merit also. So, okay, I think today we a little bit late, more than almost 40 minutes now. So we would like to end this session by invite everyone to sharing loving kindness together. And before that, I would like to again thank you to remind us about the speaker for today. ส่วนนี้มันออกไหมออกจอไหม from first one Venerable Suttamo Apiku ออกไหม
ออกครับแต่ไม่เลื่อนครับหลวงพี่ครับยังอยู่สไลด์แรกอยู่ครับผม
แล้วจะไปยังไงสไลด์ นี่ก็กดมันไม่ไปมันโอเค Venerable สุธรรมโมภิกขุVenerable ติ๊กตุกไทมิน from Vietnam Venerable มุกุนุเวรา from Sri Lanka thank you for his excellency Katok Liksin Shenpo Rinpoche who have a lot of disciples joining พระมหาสุรัตน์อัครรัตโน from Thailand Dhamma Master Andrew William from Australia Venerable Dhammapiya from India Venerable Dahui President of Chinese Young Buddhist Association from Taiwan Mingyu Fasu Bhikkhuni from Taiwan Nan Dr. Mithila Chodi from Bangladesh Professor Dr. Uthit Siriwan from Thailand Thank you Dr. Aung Siu from Malaysia Sister Chowa Chakaya Member of Parliament from Nepal Dr. M.K. Otani from India and Mr. Jinlong from China Thank you very much again so now please sharing loving kindness together for the last session Sape Satta all living beings who are suffering in this life cycle of being born getting old and dying or alive Avera Hontu May everyone be happy and free from revenge Apaya Pacha Hontu May everyone be happy and free from violence Anika Hontu May everyone be happy and free from suffering in body and mind Sukhiyatanang Pariharantu May everyone be happy and free from all troubles and dangers May all beings who are suffering be happy May those who are happy be happier Sape Satta Sape Chala Pucha Sape Andacha Sape Samsetacha Sape Opapatika May all living beings were born from eggs from service and from spontaneously arising come to receive the merit that we share on this occasion. So everyone is meditate for 1 minute for Buddha Puja to our Lord Buddha on the auspicious occasion of Vesak Day. So everyone just close your eye, relax your body, release your mind from any thinking. We listen to the Dhamma talk. Listen from the wisdom of all speakers to practice for our better life in the future. But now we meditate, make our mind stay still at the center of the body. Make our mind stay still at the center of the body. Think of the Lord Buddha, shining and brightening of the Lord Buddha at the center of our body. And sharing loving kindness to people of the world. May everyone be happy, be healthy, be prosperity, free from dangers, free from suffering, free from COVID-19, free from any disease and all calamities. May everyone have opportunity to practice the Buddha Dhamma and can attain the Dhamma of the Lord Buddha very easy and very soon. So we think like this and meditate in silence about 1 minute for Buddha Puja together. Sappa Putthanupavena, Sappa Dhammanupavena, Sappa Sankhanupavena, Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava.
Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava.
Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi.
Tam Abhivademi.
Buddho Menatho, Buddha is our refuge.
Buddha is our refuge.
Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo.
Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo.
Bhagavata Dhammo.
Dhammo Menatho. Dhamma is our refuge.
Dhamma is our refuge.
Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sankho.
Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sankho.
Namami.
Sangham Namami.
Sankho Menatho. Sankho
Menatho is our refuge.
Please pay respect to Lord Buddha together. First bow, second bow, and third bow. Please rejoice in the Bali making this morning together by saying this evening together by saying Sadhu 3 times.
สาธุสาธุสาธุ
Vandami Bhanteji.
May I invite everyone to pay respect to the presiding venerable.
Namaste, Dr. Pranjay.
In the room by bowing 3 times. First bow.
First bow.
Second bow.
Second bow.
Third bow.
By the blessing of the Lord Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and Game Master, may everyone attain the Dhammakaya Buddha very easy and very soon. Thank you again for all speakers today, and also our MC, Sister Shoni. She born in America, that's why she have very good English to be our MC for tonight. Thank you very much. And also our participants, I don't know I can mention all the name or not. Venerable Sumana Bangcha, Anuruddha Pante, Nan Wisakha from Bhutan, Khanti Tamang, Sanju Barua, Professor Dr. Uthis Sriwan still with us. Honorable Showa Chakaya, Member of Parliament of Nepal, with Shanu Chakaya and with Mother. Thank you, Anumotana. Dr. Sabut Balua, Leka Rani Barua. Venerable Dhammaratana, Sadhu Bhikkhu, Subhana Barua, Nopachai Kolamon Lawisai from Thailand. AEC Sadhu, Nan Dr. Mithila Chodi, Kanok Pon Rodesha, Teacher Sankamita. Thank you for our translator, Mr. Supachai from Thailand, sister from Vietnam, China, Malaysia in Chinese language. Dr. Aung Siu, Yome Thamanoon, Ajahn Panuwat name host for the program tonight. Jiwandip Mayura, India, Arian from Taiwan, William from Taiwan, Ching Ching Chang from Taiwan, Vivian from Taiwan, Venerable Atom Lee from Thailand, and Ajahn Suthe from Australia, Paramaha Surat Akaratano, thank you very much from Thailand and AEC. Sister Sirilat Wong Satitporn from Chiang Mai, Thailand. Parinda Peri from Thailand, America. Dr. M.K. Otani and wife from India. And everyone don't have the picture, just have the name. Anumotana. And I would like everyone to have as long time no see, just free talk 5 minutes, and then her brother name will sharing with us for the metta song for tonight. Happy ending, like Sister Mithila said, happy ending for tonight. But 5 minutes for free talk. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Imasming arame ปาริหารันตุอิมัสสมิงอาราเมสัพเพภิกขุสามเณราจาอุปาสกาอุปาสิกาโยจาอเวราโหตุอภยาปัสสาโหตุอานิคาโหตุสุขีอัตตานังปาริหารันตุอัมหกังจตุปัจจยทายกาอเวราโหตุอภยาปัสสาโหตุอานิคาโหตุสุขีอัตตานังปาริหารันตุอัมหกังอารักขาเทวตาอิมัสสมิงวิหาเรอิมัสสมิงอาวาเสอิมัสสมิงอาราเมอารักขาเทวตาอเวราโหตุอภยาปัสสาโหตุอานิคาโหตุสุขีอัตตานังปาริหารันตุสัพเพสัตตาสัพเพอานาสัพเพภูตาสัพเพมุขลาสัพเพอากภาวะปริยาปันนาสัพพานิหิโยสัพเพ โทยาวา